Thanks so much for being with us here on Atlanta News First Plus. I'm Joy Lim-Nakrin. Starting with some of the top stories that we're following right now, I want to get to this developing story that we continue following out of Woodstock. And, there's been a barricaded suspect that police have been dealing with there throughout the morning in Cherokee County. So authorities have been working to remove that barricaded suspect from an apartment complex in Woodstock. It's Alta Ridgewalk Apartments. A lot of police presence has been there throughout the morning. Our crews on the ground counted at least a dozen police vehicles. Woodstock Police, Cherokee County Police have been on the scene throughout the morning. And within the last hour, we also saw an ambulance go inside as well. And then about 90 minutes ago, our crew on the ground reported hearing a loud boom coming from the complex, which, is suspected to be what is known as a flashbang, which police use to create a loud bang and emit brilliant light aimed at creating some diversion so that they can actually make entry. But again, a tense situation, something that we continue to follow here on Atlanta News First and Atlanta News First Plus. Officials saying that the suspect is currently contained while negotiations take place. Excuse me. They're asking that you avoid the area until further notice. But there's no active threat at large, but something definitely to be aware of this morning. Turning now to this story of developing right now, a South Georgia man is in jail accused of shooting to death a Kennesaw State University student on campus over the weekend. Really a tragic story that's shaken students and the entire community there. Atlanta News First reporter Rebecca Schramm is at the Cobb County Jail with new information about the alleged killer.
An apartment complex in Cobb County, not far from Delk Road. KSU says he is not a student. Take a look. The victim, 21-year-old Alasia Franklin, we have learned from fellow students that she was well liked. She was heavily involved in student government and was chosen to be on the homecoming court. According to KSU police, she was shot and killed Saturday afternoon in front of the Austin residence complex on campus after some sort of argument. The suspect, Samuel Harris, now faces charges that include murder. The shooting happened right outside Anthony Harrison's window. Harrison serves in the Student Government Association, and he says he was friends with the victim.
I was just laying down, taking a nap, and then out of nowhere I heard like 7 or 8 shots go off. And all I could remember is just like walking up and just seeing her body lay there lifeless. We need to advocate for her and make sure that she gets the true justice that she deserves, because nobody ever deserves to go out the way that she did.
KSU is in the summer session right now, so there aren't a lot of students on campus. Still, the university is offering counseling to anyone who needs it. At the Cobb County Jail, Rebecca Schramm, Atlanta News First.
Thanks so much to Rebecca for that report. We're going to keep following the latest there. Okay, want to let you know about what's happening today. The Marta station at the world's busiest airport back open after weeks of renovations. This is the Marta Airport station's first major renovation. In terms of construction, crews are way ahead of schedule, actually. They saved more than a year in construction time, only closing for 6 weeks to get back open for a busy day today. The cool thing about this is ahead of today, Atlanta News First got an exclusive look at all the new upgrades, and the new Marta Airport station now has new paint, new floors, new railing on the upper floor. Something else that you're going to see is a brighter yellow tactile stripping that'll help passengers watch their step as they get on and off the train. Since April 8th, shuttle services have been connecting travelers from College Park Station to the airport, but now all the work is going to improve the stop's appearance and the overall safety. Leaders say this project saved them and passengers around a year and a half of construction time, actually. We actually spoke with a rider who used the train for the very first time this morning, and he said that he was shocked with the new updates. Let's listen.
I mean, this is worth the wait. And as a member of the public, this is worth the wait. I take Marta every single day from Austell, Georgia, and the shuttle bus was a big inconvenience, and we were talking on the train, just people of the public, like, it better be nice. I hope it's nice, and this is really nice. It's a lot decent, to come in and see that, the city is doing something for the public, us hardworking citizens out here. So.
Yeah, well, so people clearly very excited. Now, all this is ahead of what Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport is saying is going to be a very bustling, very busy Memorial Day travel week. They're expecting this coming Friday to be the busiest day, so certainly it came at the right time for sure. Okay, we've been talking to you about our St. Jude Dream Home Giveaway, and just a reminder that is still going on. It's your chance to reserve a ticket to win a beautiful, beautiful home. Apologize, I'm not showing you the right video, am I? So here's a look at the St. Jude campus, okay? Because really what it's all about is supporting the important work of St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. But you could win a brand new home valued at more than $675,000. Tickets are limited. You don't want to miss your chance. And at St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, they're really taking care of patients and their families. Tracy Hutchins has a closer look.
No parent should ever bury their child. Never.
It is a painful thought for parents with children diagnosed with a potentially fatal illness. When a brain tumor threatened Allison Fletcher's life, her mother Emily found hope hundreds of miles away from their home in Jefferson, Georgia. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital in Memphis lifted the family's burden.
When they called and he said, okay, I need you to get here, and they had a coordinator call me and said, okay, we're going to put you on this flight. This is where you're going to spend the night. We've got meal vouchers for this. I need you to show up at this store. And they literally hand walked us through every part of St. Jude, especially folks that maybe have hourly jobs or things like that. They're having to make the decision, do I sit with my child in the hospital or do I quit my job because I can't pay my rent and I can't pay my mortgage? And those kind of decisions, St. Jude just comes right in and says, don't worry, we've got all of you. We can help you through this.
Do you think you would have been able to get through it without St. Jude?
I don't think Allison would be alive without St. Jude. So you can get through anything as long as your child's with you. But if you lose your child, it doesn't matter, does it?
Tracy Hutchins, Atlanta News First.
Yeah, so it really gives you a picture of the important work that St. Jude Children's Research Hospital does. And if you want to enter, if you want to support what they're doing, get a chance to win that beautiful dream home or other great prizes, amazing prizes truly, go to atlantanewsfirst.com/dreamhome, which you see on your screen. Again, that's atlantanewsfirst.com/dreamhome, and there you can enter for your chance to win and also support St. Jude. I apologize, we're having a little bit of technical difficulty. Trying to move on to the weather forecast here. We are just having a little bit of a computer issue here.
I'll tell you what, Joe, we'll keep this moving while our remarkable technical team works on whatever's going on with our screen. You can clearly see the St. Jude billboard there. We just can't see the computer, so that's what our remarkable crew is doing right now. While you take a look at St. Jude, we'll talk about a remarkable forecast, Joe, we have really for the rest of the week. A lot of sunshine here across Metro Atlanta.
It's going to look like in that picture, right?
Yeah,
in that
it will.
St. Jude picture.
Temperatures warming into the 90s by the end of the week, so we are in store for some really good stuff. Again, you can see this St. Jude billboard, but what we see is a black screen. That's why we're holding off before we move on. But again, as you look at St. Jude, which is, of course, for a great cause, this weather this week is going to be phenomenal here across Metro Atlanta. So, speaking of which, today we're up to 85 degrees in the city of Atlanta. That will be our high. A little bit warmer than what we saw yesterday. Yesterday's high was 82 degrees. Again, 85 degrees is the high today. So, enjoy that. It'll be 5 stars for lunch, 5 stars for dinner. No issues either way. We do have an opportunity for some isolated storms in your forecast, mainly for the mountains later on this evening. So, for those of you who are going to be out and about, there we go. Did I just switch myself? There we go. Hello, everybody. For those of you who are going to be out and about this evening, if you're in Metro Atlanta, it will stay dry. But if you are further north and east, like Rabun County, Towns County, Lumpkin County, White County, Habersham County, you have the opportunity for at least a stray storm or two later on this evening. So let's check that out with our high-resolution forecast model. You can see we're starting at lunchtime today, but notice this evening, again, a little bit of green starting to pop up there. And I'll point out, And our most recent update of this model, it is trying to bring these storms further south into metro Atlanta. We do think that if a storm develops, it'll really just be in the mountains later on this evening around sunset, so watch out for that. About a 20% coverage, again, this evening, mainly for the mountains. For metro Atlanta, we believe it'll stay dry. So that's your situation for today. 85 degrees, again, mostly sunny, so a great day today. Do want to remind you we have 2 Braves games today, not 1, but 2. The first is at 12:20. That's the original game against San Diego, 76 and mostly sunny at Truist Park. The bonus game, this is a makeup game this evening because of the storms that we had out there on Saturday. So that's at 6:20, also at Truist Park, of course, 73 degrees and mostly sunny. So it'll be a really nice day to go out and see the Braves, either game that you decide to go and see. And then Wednesday, we have some changes. High pressure will start to build in from the south. So these are the summer highs that typically warrant warmer temperatures. This won't be a really strong high, but strong enough as it moves in from the south to where it'll give us the hottest temperatures that we've seen so far this year. So 88 degrees, that's your high on Wednesday. So far, the hottest in Atlanta has been 87. And then by Thursday, 89 degrees. By Friday, 90 degrees. So that'll be the story this week. A lot of sunshine with warmer temperatures. It'll be hot by the time we get to Friday. The other thing you'll notice in this 7-day forecast, first of all, no first alert weather days, but it is dry Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, most of Thursday, and then rain chances are back in the forecast this weekend. The reason why we're increasing the rain chances is because of a couple of reasons. First, we'll have some moisture that'll be back by the weekend, but more importantly, a weak cool front will be moving south, and it'll get pretty close to North Georgia. So this is the time of year where these fronts are going to become weaker and weaker as we get into the summertime. So as this front starts to move in really Thursday, that's when we'll introduce a 20% chance of a storm, but that's really for extreme North Georgia, like the mountains, not really metro Atlanta. And then as that front slowly makes its way further south, going into the weekend, that's when we'll slowly increase our rain chances in metro Atlanta to 30%. Those rain chances may adjust, but do note that like last weekend, we'll have some pop-up showers and storms out there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So just be mindful of that for the Memorial Day weekend if you have any plans. And again, no first alert weather days at this point, but that is something we'll be following for you very carefully, as those rain chances are certainly subject to change. Before we get to this weekend and get a great week across metro Atlanta, we hope that you can get out there and enjoy this amazing weather. 85 and mostly sunny today, and we'll keep you up to date on this forecast with the update coming up for you on Atlanta News First at noon. And of course, you can follow us in our First Alert Weather app. Have a great day, and until next time, we'll see you soon.